Hello, everyone. This is Monsef Afkar, and thank you so much for joining us in this new call of your divine uniqueness. Very happy to have you with us here. Sorry, Don, can you please mute yourself? Yeah. Um, so as I said, very happy to have you here with us today. And also, it's the first time we have Carmela Danna with us on the show. Sorry, there is some echo. So Carmela, I will just push you for a second and then check. Yeah, that was the case. Okay, so I'm very excited that Carmela Danna is with us on the show for the first time, and she will be sharing about the Akashic Records. We'll be exploring that and also like how we can tap into the secrets of the universe, like um, the true power that is available to us to live as sovereign beings and to receive the messages, the guidance that we need, and also how it can help us in maybe shifts, transmute, and heal what can take us to the next level of our journey, and also it can help us to understand relationships and all aspects of our life. So she will be sharing with us uh, uh, about that subject, and also she will guide us on a group process to help us relax and relax the nervous system using breath work. And also she will channel a mini reading for the group. So yeah, very excited about that. And so in the last part of the call, it will be a Q&A. So as always, if you are on the phone or if you are on the phone, you can raise your hand by pressing *9. If you are on Zoom, you can raise your hand by pressing reactions, then raise hand. And also if you can also type your questions on Zoom and on YouTube on the chat boxes. And for those of you who are new to Carmela, she is a spiritual coach, energy healer, intuitive, Akashic Record reader, Reiki Master, and Aura reader. So so that's Carmela. Welcome to the show. Very happy to have you with us.
Thank you, Montse, for having me. I'm so excited to be here and grateful to be here. And thank you, everyone, for joining me. I'm so happy to share my journey and my knowledge.
Wonderful. Very excited too. And so yeah, let's start in the beginning by talking about you and your journey and also the healing work that you are offering.
Okay, so my spiritual journey started, I would say, about 20 years ago when I was experiencing extreme anxiety and bouts of depression. And back then, I didn't even know what anxiety was. So it kind of hit me like a ton of bricks. And I was like, I didn't know what was going on. So someone had told me to take a yoga class, and I did it at a library, and I loved it. And I was like, I feel so much better just by deep breathing and, mindfulness, stuff like that. So from there, I decided to take the training to become a yoga teacher, which I love doing still to this day. And then I became a Reiki master because I was just so in awe of energy healing. And then from there, I went on to intuitive guidance and aura readings, and of course, Akashic record readings. And right now, I'm really into the Akashic record readings because it's just so, I find it truly amazing, all the information that can come through from a reading. So I'd say that's where I'm at.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Carmela. And so today, like maybe the focus will be about the Akashic reading. And so because like I said in the beginning, like it can be used in for different purposes. And so and also I know like many of our audience already know about that, but for those of them who are new to this, and maybe I would love if you can give us an introduction about the Akashic Records.
Absolutely. So the Akashic Records is an energetic storehouse of all your soul's information. So each time your soul incarnated on Earth, you have with you lessons that you need to learn. You definitely can include trauma, patterns, beliefs, ways of being, not just from this lifetime, but every time you've incarnated on Earth. So you can think of the Akashic Records as a storehouse of information, pretty much of everything you need to know.
And also because I think you mentioned that we can receive guidance. There is information, but also it can be used for healing. Like what type of healing, or how can we use it for energy work?
Okay, so the healing would depend on each individual, depending on your intention and what you're looking to heal. So for example, it could be chakra balancing. You could look into your ancestral lineage or patternings. You could look at different traumas. You could look at career, relationship, finances. It's all on an energetic level. And you get information sometimes not just from this lifetime, but from past lifetimes. So a lot of times you need to get to the root cause of what's going on. And I believe that almost like knowledge is power, awareness is key. If you're not aware of what's going on, or sometimes if you're not aware of the root cause, it's hard to heal it. So a lot of times if you get to the root cause, you get a deeper understanding of yourself, your soul purpose, your lessons, and a deeper understanding of your own journey. And that can help you heal in many different ways. So you can look at, am I on the right path? What tools do I need? It can give you clarity, understanding. You can do you can access your past life. You can do a past life regression. You can get wisdom, guidance, energetic support. There's so much information in the Akashic Records. And when we tune in, the records meet you exactly where you're at. So depending on where you're at on your journey, they'll give you wisdom and guidance. So I speak to masters, teachers, and loved ones when I connect with the records, and they guide me on a journey, allowing you to unfold what it is you need to know at this time, depending on your intention and what it is you want to look at to heal.
Mhm. Yeah, beautiful. So yeah, really, it can help us in any area of our life. And so, like I mentioned, it's about receiving information and guidance. And in general, when we talk about guidance, we also talk about discerning if it's true guidance or something that we are creating. And from my own experience, maybe with the like muscle testing, if I don't feel stable, like emotionally, those emotions sometimes affect the answers that I receive. So it's more an answer that I created, but not through guidance. Does that's can this happen also with connection with the Akashic records, where sometimes we can receive messages just because we are affecting the answers that we are receiving, something like that?
Yes, when you're not in a great emotional state, it'll affect my connection to actually connect to the records. So for example, if I got bad news, for example, and I want to go into records, I can go into the records and kind of receive healing, balancing of the emotions, stuff like that. But if you're in a high emotional state, it could affect your ability to connect to the record. So then you would just kind of let it go for that day, rebalance your nervous system, quiet the mind, practice your tools such as deep breathing, awareness, mindfulness, practice the art of letting go, surrender till you get your mind into a more calm state. Then yes, it would be better to wait before accessing the records. But that goes with any spiritual practice, right? If you're not in the best emotional state, a lot of times fear can take over, and that's not true guidance. You want to wait until you feel more settled, more balanced.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And I believe like this practice also can help us in because sometimes when we receive guidance the first time, then we want to make sure it's true guidance, and we keep checking again and again and again. So maybe like you mentioned, maybe taking time to connect with within, and then like having more trust in the first guidance we are receiving.
Yeah, discernment is always key. You have to trust yourself, trust the messages you're getting, and discernment is always key. to deciding whether is that true spiritual guidance or is that the ego taking over. So yeah, discernment is definitely something you need to consider when receiving messages.
Yeah. And so yeah, another question about, for example, like you mentioned, receiving guidance about our path, maybe the next step, and how we can approach a situation. And sometimes we may also ask to know about the future. But from my understanding, there are many, how to say, many potential futures, and then depending on our energy, we create the one that we believe in. So what is your approach on when someone asks for a reading regarding their future?
Well, remember, each and every day we have choices. Are you choosing love, fear, doubt, insecurity? And that also guides your path. I believe we have free will choice, so nothing is set in stone. If you receive information in which, for example, your life is moving in this direction and you don't want it to move in that direction, use the tools you can to move your life in the right direction by positive affirmations, or again, tuning in to see what guidance you receive to make your life move in the right direction. So no, I don't believe anything is set in stone. I do believe that we have free will choices, and that will affect where our life goes just in general.
Mhm. Yeah, I understand. And also, Carrie, she asks if we can use it for the present time, like, for example, like muscle testing regarding a block or a challenge.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So the records you mean, or muscle testing?
The first part's maybe about the records, but then she asked
Okay.
muscle testing.
Okay, as far as a Akashic record goes, yes, you can definitely tune into present reality or challenges to receive guidance and information on your next best steps to take to overcome this challenge and to heal. As far as muscle testing, yes, absolutely, you can use that. Muscle testing is more of a yes, no question. When you go into the Akashic records, it's more of an open-ended question. So can you use muscle testing? Yes, but I also feel like if you're emotions are really high and you want to hear a certain answer, you're going to sway it that way. So you have to really practice discernment and detachment a little bit for muscle testing as well to get the correct answers. So you just got to be a little bit more open and detached when you're asking questions for present time as well.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Carmela. Thank you, Carrie, for your question. Yeah, Rick, he asked what does muscle testing mean? If you can maybe answer it just briefly.
So from what I understand in muscle testing, for example, if you stand up and stand up straight, and then you say yes is forward, yes is no, and you ask a question and then allow your body to sway forward or back, that's your yes or no answer. Or some people kind of do it like this, when you make two circles with your hand and kind of connect it, and yes would be pulling the hands apart, no is when it gets locked. So for example, oh, is my life moving in the right direction? Yes. Don't try to stop it. It'll stop on its own if the answer is no. So that's an example of muscle testing. You stand up, you move forward or back, but you have to know what your yes and no is. For me, forward is yes, back is no. And the same thing, when it releases, that's yes. When it blocks, it's like no. Does that make sense? So these are just two examples of muscle testing.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you, Carmela, and thank you, Rick. So yeah, I have another question. Maybe before we move to the journey, because some of our audience, they are healers and spiritual guides, and some they offer their service and some not yet. But my question is, do you have any advice for them if they want to use the Akashic record for a reading or supporting their people they are working with?
Absolutely. So first of all, I feel like as with any other spiritual practice you're doing, it takes training. So I went through extensive training to learn how to read the records and how to do healing in the records, how to open and close them, all that stuff. Not that you necessarily have to go through the training, but if you're really interested in learning to open your records and stuff like that, I would definitely do a lot of studying, reading books, and understand energy and stuff like that before you just delve into opening your records. Because remember, you're working with energy. You want to have the right intentions, the right support. So I would definitely read into some books and study a little bit before you just jump into opening your records. Because again, I had training. I did it for like 6 months straight, different training and learning how to open the records, access the energy, close the records, deal with the energies that come through. So again, with any spiritual practice, I do believe that it's best that you work with someone trained, or you really read about it and understand it before you delve right into it.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much, Carmela. And yeah, do you feel it's time for the journey? Like
Yeah. So what I was thinking is that I'm going to teach you some breath work, unless you know it already. I'm going to go through breath work today. And not that you need a breath work to journey into the Akashic Records, but I figure I'd give you something that'll help you relax your nervous system, quiet your mind, and help you draw the mind within. And then from there, I'm going to help you relax your body. And I think I'm going to take you through a journey on the records where you're going to, on your path, you're going to receive what is blocking you, a block, and what's helping you. And we're also going to do, it's really a mini reading. I'm going to do a little healing. So the breath work I'd like to introduce is called alternate nostril breathing, or Nadi Shodhana Pranayama. And the way it works is we're going to create like a mudra, a hand gesture. And you don't have to do the hand gesture if it's not for you. There's an easy way to do it. We're going to block one nostril at a time, and we're going to breathe in one side, out the other, and then in one side and out the other. So I will walk you through the journey. The reason you would not, well, we're not going to hold the breath. Ideally, you would hold the breath, but for today's purposes, I'm just going to teach you how to relax the nervous system, quiet the mind, draw the mind within. It is a powerful breath work that affects the energy in the body. So what we will do is I'll walk you through the breath work. If for any reason it's uncomfortable for you, or if your nostrils are clogged or something like that, please skip it and just breathe into the count to 4, breathe out to the count to 6 on your own, okay? So that being said, what I would like you to do is kind of like get your 2 peace sign fingers, and you're going to bring it to your third eye, so towards your forehead. And then your ring finger to your left nostril and your thumb to the right. So you're using your right hand, I apologize. Use your right hand if that's okay. And if this is not comfortable for you, you can simply just block one side at a time. It's not a big deal. Okay. So make sure you're comfortable in a chair. And if you're seated, feet kind of grounding down, get super comfortable. Again, your 2 peace sign fingers to your third eye, your ring finger of your right hand to your left nostril, your thumb to the right nostril. Try to keep your chin parallel. So I'll go up close so you can see. And then if that doesn't work, just bring maybe your pointer finger to your left nostril, your thumb to the right, doesn't matter. Close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through both the nostrils. You're going to block the right and exhale. 2, 3, 4, slowly. 5, 6, inhale to the left side. 2, 3, 4, block the left, exhale to the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, inhale to the right side. 2, 3, 4, block the right, exhale to the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, inhale to the left. 2, 3, 4, block the left, exhale to the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, inhale to the right side. 2, 3, 4, block the right, exhale to the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, inhale left. 2, 3, 4, block the left, exhale to the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, inhale to the right. 2, 3, 4, block the right, exhale left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll do 2 more rounds. Inhale left. 2, 3, 4, block the left, exhale to the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale to the right. 2, 3, 4. Block the right. Exhale left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale left. 2, 3, 4. Block the left. Exhale to the right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale right. 2, 3, 4. Exhale to the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep your eyes closed. Lower your right hand down. And now we're going to take a journey into the Akashic Records. So I ask that you take a deep inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. Relaxing your head and neck. Relax your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists, and the palm of your hands. Relax your chest, your back, your hips. Relax your legs all the way down to the soles of your feet. I would love for you to imagine a beautiful cord of energy as wide as your hips, even as wide as your aura at the base of your spine. So you can even imagine it as a golden light, as thick as your hips, as thick as your aura, down your legs, through your feet, and connect to Mother Earth. A crystalline ball of Gaia, like you're plugging into the earth. Take a deep breath. And then we're going to connect to source energy. Imagine a beautiful golden white light pouring down the crown of your head, coming down through your throat, your heart center, down your body, through your navel, your sacral, all the way down to the root chakra, the base of your spine. And again, bring that golden energy, that source energy, all the way down to your feet. And I'd like you to imagine yourself circled in a bubble of light, of love and healing energy. And as we entered the records, bring your attention to your heart center, the center of your chest, and then bring your attention down about 2 inches below the center of your chest. And in your heart space, I want you to imagine a doorway. When you're ready, go ahead and open the door. Know that you're safe. Step through the door. And as you step through the door, you're going to see a beautiful golden path. Whatever you see is perfect for you. Start walking along this beautiful golden path. Up ahead in the distance, you're going to see a box. Walk towards the box and then stand in front of that box. When you're ready, you're going to open the box, and in it is going to be something that is blocking you on your path at this time. Notice if it's an image, it could be a word, whatever it is, just look at it. If you don't understand it, just ask, what do you mean? Or how can I understand this a little bit deeper? You're at the point where you're noticing without judgment what your block is on this path. From here, I'd like you to imagine next to the box is a beautiful pot of rose quartz energy. And I want you to pick up that pot and imagine you're pouring the energy of rose quartz onto that obstacle. Slowly pouring away that obstacle. It's releasing any tendrils, any cords of attachment, offering forgiveness, or anything else you need to release this block. Notice how you feel. When that's complete, you can put the pot down. And then again, continue to walk along this beautiful golden path. Now, along that path, you're going to see a beautiful treasure chest. When you see it, go ahead and go in front, face the treasure chest. Take a deep breath. And when you're ready, you can open the treasure chest, put your hand in and take out your gift. What is it, a gift that you have along this path? Again, it could be a person, it could be a light, it could be a crystal, it could be, I don't want to tell you what it, just pull out whatever it is you see that is your gift along this path. You're not sure, just ask it a question. What are you? How can I use you as a gift? What do I need to know right now? To receive any information you need to know at this time. Excellent. From here, thank the treasure chest or that information that you just received. Thank you for this beautiful information and for this beautiful gift. I'd like you to walk back along that path, back past the box, which should look like a beautiful golden pink energy, like rose quartz full of love and forgiveness and understanding. Walk past that and you're going to go back towards your heart space. And in that heart space, I want you to imagine a beautiful lotus flower. All the beautiful petals, whatever color you see, maybe it's rose quartz, maybe it's pink, whatever color you see is perfect. If you're not sure for like what a lotus flower is, any flower will do. And I want you to circle that flower clockwise 3 times, walk around it 3 times. We're going to do a little chakra balancing and healing here. Take your time circling it 3 times. And when you are done circling it 3 times, I'd like you to have a seat in the middle of this beautiful lotus flower. Do a little chakra balancing, clearing. Just give me a moment. Three times in your own mind, I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. And now I own my own power to create positive changes in my life. I own my own power to create positive changes in my life. Stand up from the lotus flower and just shake your body, dance, whatever feels good in your own mind with a smile. That feels complete. You can walk out of the lotus flower, go back to that door at your heart space. I would love for you to open the door, walk through the door, close the door, and then take a deep breath. When you're ready, you may open your eyes. It's important that I hope you had an open mind. You were very receptive to what you received, and you have to practice surrender and trust. Because a lot of times the ego mind wants to come in, but whatever you saw was perfect for you. Everyone probably obviously saw something different along their path, which was their obstacle and their gift. So share how you, or what you saw, or how you feel, how you like the breath work. Breath work is super calming. It's good for anxiety. But again, just notice the contradictions, because if you have a stuffy nose, it's hard to go back and forth. You should not practice that. Okay.
Yeah. Beautiful. Thank you so much, Carmela.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I love the journey. First, the breath work, it was really great to relax and to come to the center, come back to our center. And yeah, then for the treasure dress, it was like a message to how to say to, to just flow and let's go and flow, because many times when I create either something new, something I'm very excited about, but then I start trying to control every detail and know everything about it. And yeah, so it was a beautiful message, because also it was said that everything is taken care of. So it's more about flowing and trusting.
Really is. And there's also a famous quote from Deepak Chopra, which says, anytime you're tempted to react the same old way, ask yourself, do you want to be a prisoner of the past or a pioneer of the future? So each and every day we have choices. How are we going to see ourselves? How are we going to see others? Are you going to continue to doing the same patterns and beliefs? And don't get me wrong, I know it's hard to change, but you've got to allow yourself to be more conscious. And again, awareness is key to develop change. That's why it's important you're aware of any attachments, any beliefs or ways of being that don't serve you. Because if you're not aware of it, you can't change. And yes, the ego likes likes to control everything. So, but sometimes we really need to know how to surrender, which takes you a long way. And faith is huge. Faith is huge on the spiritual path.
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful. So we have feedback from our audience. Ellen, thank you. I feel so relaxed and can focus. I felt all tingly sitting in my flower. When I left, the tingles stopped. Um, Miriam, beautiful meditation, had vibrant visuals, felt powerfully connected to the messages and experience. Thank you.
Thank you for
Okay.
sharing.
Marjorie, she wrote fear. I think it's the block. Then gifts is joy. I really like the nostril breath work. Yeah, Scotty, I enjoyed the nostril breath work, relaxing actually. Sarika, fear, then light. Tatiana, I felt very sad when I came back.
You felt sad. It could just be like an emotional release. Just take a few deep breaths with the intention to release that energy.
Carrie, she wrote, so black in a box, so just poured gold pink into it completely. And chest, gold foil paper. I don't understand. You can put it up. I don't understand this second line. But she wrote, beautiful experience. Thank you.
Trying to get into the messages as well so I can see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, fear is definitely an obstacle, right? We all experience at one point or another in our lives. But the idea is to kind of like move through the waves of emotions, because the ego wants us to hold on to fear. And if you can ride the waves each and every day, each day is different. There's some days you have a high and some days not as high. But don't cling on to anything as best as you can. It's part of the spiritual path, learning to surrender and let go. And again, faith, right? Either we choose faith or fear. So we want to work towards choosing faith. And that's something we work on each and every day. And don't be hard on yourself, because, sometimes things are tough and we're only human, but we want to work towards gaining a better understanding of ourselves, of our life path and our journey. And through understanding, through self-love, learn how to heal and to surrender and let go. But yes, the alternate breathing is super, super powerful breath work. If you're feeling a little anxious and you practice it, it balances the energy, the nervous system in the body. It really works wonders because it not only quiets the mind, but helps to draw the mind within. So it kind of pulls your energy within instead of all over the place. So yes, that breath work is super powerful. So, but don't practice it if you don't truly understand it, because as powerful as it is, if you don't do it the right way, you can affect your nervous system not in the best way. So it's better that you truly understand it, or you can, do more research on that so you truly understand it. Don't hold the breath until you're fully ready to hold the breath. So that's why I did it without holding the breath, because if you Google it, it'll teach you how to hold the breath and stuff like that. But I suggest you hold off on holding the breath until you're super comfortable with the breath work. And you shouldn't feel dizzy or lightheaded when you do it. If you do any kind of breath work, you feel dizzy, lightheaded, I would stop it. You never know what's going on, because remember, you're playing with the energy, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Beautiful. Thank you again, Carmela. And we will start taking questions in a little bit. So just a reminder, if you want to ask your question, you can raise your hand by pressing reactions, then raise hand on Zoom. And also you can type your questions on the chat boxes on Zoom and on YouTube. And before that, Carmela, I would love if you can tell us about the one-on-one session that you are offering to our audience. It's a 60 minutes one-on-one Akashic reading session. And I invite everyone to visit the page yourdivineuniqueness.com/Carmela, yourdivineuniqueness.com/Carmela, Carmela. Or you can click on the special offer button, which is on the live events page, later on the replay page, and also the link on YouTube video description and on the chat boxes on Zoom and on YouTube. And yeah, so Carmela, I would love if you can tell us about this session.
Yes, so it's a one-on-one session, about 60 minutes, but I would give yourself 60 to 75 minutes. And we would delve into your Akashic Records. So remember, each journey is unique. Depending on your intention of going in the records, we can look at past lifetimes, if that's where they direct us to go. You could look at different challenges, present, or patterns that need healing. People also do like ancestral. Well, this is going down through my ancestors. Can we do ancestral lineage healing? You can do that as well. You can balance your chakras. You can heal your emotions. Depending on what you're looking to do, I take you through your own journey in the Akashic Records, and they give us tips and tools for you to use. You can even ask about your soul's purpose, your strengths and weaknesses. You can ask any question in the Akashic Record, and then we delve into your records to help you learn, more understanding about your patterns or ways of being. Or you can look into relationships or career. Like if I chose this career, which direction would it go? If I chose that career, which direction would it go? How would it be to make this choice as opposed to that? So you can ask any question in the records. It's really helpful because not only are you looking possibly at this lifetime, but all your soul's incarnations. So sometimes we move into this lifetime with patterns or traumas from different life. And then we're like, I don't know why I act this way. Can we get to the root cause? And sometimes when you get to the root cause, it's a deeper understanding of it. And then we do our own energy healing, where whatever the masters, teachers, and loved ones guide me to do. And then I give you like next steps of what you need to do to help yourself.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Carmela.
You're welcome.
Yeah, for the session, for the support we are offering to our audience. And yeah, being available to work one-on-one with them. So I'm so grateful to you for that. And yeah, also everyone, I highly recommend that you work with Carmela and you sign up for this 60 minutes, 1 hour private session with her. It's an Akashic reading session. And again, the link is yourdivineuniqueness.com/Carmela, yourdivineuniqueness.com/Carmela, Carmela. Or you can click on the special offer button, which is on the live events page, later on the replay page. The link also on YouTube video description and the chat boxes on Zoom and YouTube. And yeah, can we start taking questions from the audience?
Definitely.
Yeah. Um, let's see. Catherine, can you please unmute yourself?
Hi.
Hi.
Wow, I am so wonky. Uh, yeah, that was powerful. I don't know what went on there. I was crying and I didn't really get any specifics. I actually raised my hand to ask you a question. I have had some readings done with the Akashic Records, and they seem to be very the vow and have done some vow breaks. Um, and they've been very dark. Um, so I'm wondering if different people get to different levels of the Akashic Records, if that makes sense.
Can you explain what you mean when you say it was very dark?
The vows that I have had broken, that we've done some
Oh,
breaking, have been very dark. I
okay.
wasn't to come out of the darkness.
Okay. So basically, remember, this is probably not your first incarnation on this
Okay.
life, you know? So it could be from centuries ago, and things were so different back then. So that's exactly what you needed to know or heal at this time. Remember when I said the records meet you where you're at. So if you've gone through that, moved through that, now when you go in, you might expect a different experience, but you also have to think about what is your intention in going in the records. So if you want to book a session, I can help guide you of what it is you want to know from the records. Maybe you're done breaking those vows, contracts, oaths, loops, patterns, beliefs. Maybe you're ready to move forward and understand your life now in a different aspect. So yes, you can get different answers at different times. Absolutely.
Ah, all right, great. Thank you for explaining that. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you, Catherine. And yeah, also thank you, Carmela, for the guidance. And Don, can you please unmute yourself?
Hello.
Hello.
Done.
Yes, I've had a couple readings before, and I'm really interested in learning how to do it myself. Do you have like um a school or that you recommend working with this, or what is, and then also, do you feel anything coming up around me right now that's up?
Just in general,
Yeah.
hearing you're on the right path, keep going. Trust the messages you receive. You're very intuitive. Sometimes I got to stop to hear what they're saying. So just give me a moment. Allow yourself to thrive and trust the messages you're getting because you're being guided on the next steps on your path. If you're looking to do the readings, I suggest you start by reading books and understand it more, and then just search to see Akashic Records training and trust your gut. You always want to trust your gut. Like for me, it was like, boom, I feel like I should do this. And that was the same thing with yoga, with Reiki, with intuitive guidance. I was just like, I'm not sure. And all of a sudden, I'm like, I'm just going to do it because I trusted. So the same thing with you. If you just trust which person to go with, that will guide you in the right direction. Your intuition is very strong.
Thank you. Thank you,
You're
myself.
welcome.
Oh, thank you, Don. It's love. And also thank you very much, Carmela. Let's see. Carrie, can you please unmute yourself?
Hi there, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, I can.
Hi, thanks for taking my call. I had a question in regards to, I've actually also had a couple of readings with the Akashic Records and was just fascinated how it seems that you're almost speaking to your loving self, you know, the loving light of you that's answering. And I was just, I was curious because I have a couple of books and I've been trying to get into learning to access getting into the records, and like you were saying that it could be an ego block or something that's kind of not working for me. I'm just wondering if this was something that I was kind of looking at doing, or muscle testing was what I was looking at doing career-wise. And I'm wondering if it's perhaps that it's not my calling, that I'm looking in the wrong spots, or if it's something that I should still continue to pursue further.
What I'm hearing is you're very nervous. It's the
Yeah,
nerves that are kicking in that
I
is
my
blocking
throat
you.
chakra closes up if I get emotional, so I'm trying to remain really calm.
So for blockages in the throat chakra, I recommend you chanting the mantra hum, HUM, like that. That's a mantra or a sound. We don't have to call it a mantra if you don't want to, but a sound that opens the throat chakra and clears any blockages. But what I'm hearing, it's your nerves that's blocking you. So if you can just move past that, you're definitely moving in the right direction. I think Akashic Records would do you well, but you've got to get past the nerves first. And I get it because been there, done it. Every time I start something new, I get very nervous. But then I learned to trust myself and trust what I receive. And then everything just seems to work out. So I would definitely delve into it, but work on releasing the nervousness. Trust that you have the support and the guidance you need to move forward with that.
Thank you.
You're quite welcome, Carrie. I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carrie. Much love. And also thank you, Carmela. Linda, you are already unmuted. Hello.
Hi,
Hi.
thank you for taking my question. It seems that there are several pathway prayers to get to the Akashic Records. And I was wondering if you could speak to that, because Laura Coe, Linda Howe, another group has another pathway prayer. So I'm wondering, is it all in the same way? It just depends on your intention. What's your focus on that?
Okay. I did hear about that. I don't use a pathway prayer. I was trained a different way, but I have read about pathway prayers. What I honestly feel about that is they're all going to work. It's just a matter of what resonates with you. So when you say this pathway prayer, does it feel right? Does it feel good? It's like when your intuition is spot on, you feel open. When it's telling you something else, you're almost like closing. So when you say a certain prayer, which one opens you up? And I would stick with it and trust whatever one you want to use is perfect. Because there are many different ways. There's probably a million ways to go into the Akashic Records. Everyone has their own unique way, or everyone can use a prayer. Because I have read that. But I would definitely use whatever resonates with you the most.
That
That's what I
feels
would do.
right. Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much, Linda. And also thank you, Carmela, for the guidance. Let's see. Sarika, can you please unmute yourself?
Hi, Monsaf.
Hi.
I just feel stuck and cannot move forward. Would the Akashic Records help?
Okay. Can you explain a little bit more?
I just feel like I can't move forward in life. I've had a lot of medical issues recently. And yeah, I just feel stuck in that pain.
And you've done an Akashic record reading to address the pain?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I thought you did a reading and okay. Sometimes I understand what you're saying. You can get stuck, but a lot of times you have to face it, move through it, or understand where it's coming from. So if you're interested in doing a record, we can, a reading, that's a deep one. We can explore that a lot deeper. And I understand why you're saying you're stuck, because sometimes it's hard to move forward. But if you receive the right tools, if you understand the pain, if you face it, move through it, there are ways you can move forward.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you, Sarika, and thank you, Carmela, for the guidance. Let's see. Tatiana, she has a question about soulmates and Akashic Records, but she also is raising her hand. If you want to talk to Carmela, you can unmute yourself. Otherwise, I can read. Yeah, you're unmuted.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay. Hello, Carmela. Hello. What's up? Thank
Hi,
you for taking my question. Yes. I was thinking, because a lot of people talking about soulmates, flames, twin flames and stuff. And how does it work with Akashic Records? And how do I know it's my soulmate? Like I can feel like I have new friend, for example, David. I feel like he's my soulmate, but I may be wrong. So how do I know? It is my soulmate, it is not. And if it is my soulmate, do I have to have, is it like you have lesson, or why soulmate meets you and then doesn't meet you in another life? And I mean, there is lots of information about that. What do you think, or what do you know? Thank you.
You're welcome. I personally believe in soulmates, and yes, he could certainly be your soulmate, and there's always lessons to be learned. That's what relationships are for. We have different karma, different lessons, different understandings with everyone, not just our soulmates. We can go into the records to confirm if that is your soulmate. I'm hearing that it is your soulmate. And yeah, you just have lessons to learn. What triggers you? Why you're triggered? How can you change the way you react? How can you see from his side? How can you change in a positive way? There's so much to learn with any relationship, but especially soulmates. Yes. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, so he's my soulmate, but the lesson I will have to find out what lesson is it.
Are there any challenges in your relationship or challenges within yourself? That's usually your lesson. Like you don't agree on how do you react or something like that.
Well, yeah, I think it is more on my side relationship, and he's kind of afraid of it. That's how I understand it.
He's afraid of the relationship?
Yeah, I think he is very kind of happy with myself, lonely. I don't need anyone, I think.
I understand that. If you want, we can go deeper into the reading with a 60-minute session to, it's not about looking at his, because that's his records. We wouldn't delve into that. But we could look into your part of being with him and your aspect of it to help him grow. Do you understand what I'm saying? So I can't touch his records. That's his privacy. But with your permission, I can go into your record and say, what is your part in helping him? Or what do you need to learn by him being that way? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's many different ways to ask the question, and you can delve deeper with this session.
Okay, thank you so much, Carmela.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Montsev. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Tatiana. Much love. Yeah, beautiful. Thank you also, Carmela. And we have Miriam. She wrote, the meditation said my divine union and reunion is happening within and with a divine partner. How do I relax more deeply into this? I sense a block, especially in the solar plexus, that pushes me back out of the comfort and ease of this.
Okay, I think here surrender is key and trust. So first, surrender and key. Solar plexus has to do with your, I would say, your self-worth. So maybe start using the phrase, I am worthy to receive love. I am worthy of understanding, or whatever your block is, I am worthy of whatever that is. And solar plexus, you can chant Ram, Ram. It's a very powerful sound as well. So for each of the 7 main energy centers, the chakras, there are different sounds that will help you balance and lift that vibration. So I'm just giving you little keys to help you open up. And sometimes when there's a block, it's hard for you to move forward, right? So you want to open that block. You want to open, sometimes, unfortunately, you have to open a wound to face it and heal it in order to move forward. So a lot of times, if you kind of push it to the side, it's not going to heal. If you shove it back down, it's not going to heal. You got to allow it to expand. And don't get me wrong, it's not an easy thing to do, but you have to allow it to expand and allow yourself to move through it. Does that help you answer your question?
Yeah, so Miriam, you can type your answer on the chat box, and I will read it. So yeah, thank you very much, Carmela. Yes, yours. Yes, thank you. And Moaka, she wrote, hi, myself and Carmela. I blocked nostrils. I'm very new when it comes to Akashic Records. The box was empty, wondering if this means anything. In the chest, I got a key. Any guidance on my pathway to my purpose?
Okay. So what I'm hearing is the box is empty because you need to do some soul searching. Asking questions is kind of like, how can I move forward in life? Or what do I want? What is it that I really want? Do I want peace? Do I want love? Do I want healing? Do a little soul searching to allow yourself to expand about what your block is. Because when you do soul searching, you have to be honest with yourself about what's really going on within. And then the key, I'm hearing the key is love. Allow your mind to expand through the energy of love to manifest your true heart's desires. So if you allow yourself to open up to unconditional love, not towards yourself, but towards others as well, that will help you expand your gift, which is to be a light, to be of service to the world, right? Because anytime our energy is low, it's hard to be of service. It's hard to lift someone else up. And when you're feeling good, that's when you bring in that good energy and you could be of service to people, even if it's just smiling or asking them how their day is going, right? You walk into a supermarket and the cashier is kind of nasty, but if you kind of like, hey, smile, things will get better. All of a sudden they brighten up and they shine. And it's like, okay, my job was just to get her out of that bad mood. It could be as simple as that. So yeah, I think unconditional love, joy, and peace from deep within. Use the key of your heart to open up your heart to unconditional love.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much, Carmela. And so thank you, Moaka, for your question. We will take one more question from Eric. Might Akashic Records help shed light on chronic illnesses, example MS? And if so, how?
Yes, it absolutely can. Why? Because any illness has a root cause and has to do within the body and probably most likely our emotions. So a lot of times our emotions get stuck in the joints, they get stuck in the body, and we have a hard time moving forward, especially if you're dealing with like grief or, I don't know, betrayal or something big that you have trouble moving forward from. Once you get to the root cause, maybe that can help you understand it a little bit more, heal on the emotional level, and then your body just transform in a powerful way. Now, I'm not a doctor. I can't say, of course, it's going to heal you physically, mentally, you know what I mean? But on an energetic level, it'll definitely help you to understand the root cause of an illness. And the masters, teachers, and loved ones can give us insight in how you can either handle the situation or help you heal in a more positive way. Remember, Our emotions keep us stuck or can be very powerful. And a lot of times, again, they get stuck in the joints, emotion gets stuck in the chakra. And when that happens, it like closes your energy, and that's where disease comes from. So does that make sense? I hope so. Everything is energy. Everything is energy. And when when your energy is high and vibrant, you feel good. It's less likely for you to get sick or had negative thoughts, or it's more likely that you can let go of the negative thoughts. When you're in a bad place, how hard is it to let go of the thoughts? How easily is it for you to get sick? It's important that we manage our energy on a daily basis, which means, for me, meditating. I take an Epsom salt bath to clear my energy. I use sage. I go for walks. Sometimes I'll jog a little bit with the intention to release. If I went through something tough, I want to release this energy, I'm going to go for a jog. Intentions are powerful. So have the intention. Universe, how can I heal this pain in my shoulder? Show me ways, and just be open to signs that you get. But yes, the records are super powerful because, again, it could be like an emotion that's taken from a different lifetime, and you're carrying it from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime. And then you're like, why is this so strong? I don't understand it. This fear is so strong. I don't know why. Well, you've carried it from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime, and now it's stuck in your body. Or I've heard of people carrying different illnesses from different lifetimes. So if you need to, we possibly need to go into a different lifetime to explore what happened there, to heal that on an energetic level, bring that healing into this present day and time, cut the energetic cords, the attachment, the loops, the patterns, the belief, everything, and then help you to move forward. So yes, the Akashic Records are super powerful in every aspect. You can ask any question. It's a storehouse of information, almost like a Google for your soul. Think of it, Google for your soul, because you're here in this lifetime. For me, for example, as Carmela, my last lifetime, I may not have been, well, definitely not Carmela, but I may not have been a woman. I could have been a man. Or in the lifetime before that, I could have had, abandonment. And then in this lifetime, like, why am I so afraid of everyone leaving me? So you don't realize it could stem from different lifetimes. So think of the Akashic Records. It's not just an intuitive guidance, because intuitive guidance, you're getting your intuition, you're trusting the messages you're getting now, and it's just from this present moment. Where is my life going? Blah, blah, blah. Akashic Records go a lot deeper than that, into past lifetimes or root causes of trauma. What's the belief behind this pattern that keeps happening in my life? If you don't know the belief, it's hard to change it. So yeah, the records are super powerful, and there are many ways that you can get energy healing in the records.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Rick, and also thank you, Carmela, for the guidance. And we have a feedback from Moaka. She wrote beautiful insights and advice, Carmela. Much love.
Thank you, Monica. I appreciate that.
Yeah. Beautiful. So yeah, so Carmela, thank you so much for everything you shared today. Would you like maybe to share last message before we complete our call?
Yes. I specifically went into the records and asked a message specifically for your divine uniqueness clients who come on today or listening live or replay. And I would just like to share this message. I wrote it down. I did channel it, but I did write it down so I can remember it. And I'm just going to take a moment to read it now. So you're here to make a positive change in your life. Trust the tools you need to make this change. Trust you have the tools you need to make this change. Every day, tune into your higher self to access love, peace, and light, and allow it to expand in all areas of your life. Now is the time to make the change. As a collective, we must do our part and bring more love to Earth. It's not that we have to do this in big steps. Each day, each moment, one day at a time, one moment at a time, ask, how can I see through the eyes of love? How can I transform this situation? How can I heal for the highest good? These are the questions we need to turn within and ask. We all have the answers we need within. It's important that we take time each and every day to set the ego aside and allow the higher self to come through with the messages we need to hear. Please practice discernment. We're here whenever you need help. All you need to do is ask. Trust you're exactly where you're meant to be at this time. Trust that all is well. Ignite that fire within you and to be of service to the world, whether that means serving someone and helping them heal. Maybe it just means to smile more, laugh more, and be happy. Or for you, it can mean something even deeper. Each and every day, ask, how may I be of service? The more you live to serve for the highest good, the more good comes back to you. Align yourself to your highest path of peace, love, and joy, and watch the magic unfold. So yeah, there's a lot to be said with choosing peace, love, and joy. And I'm not saying you're there 24/7. We're human, we have different emotions, but the more we can move through it, the better you'll be. I would love to work with each and every one of you, going into your records, helping you delve deep into any issues that you may be challenged with. I've done quite a few readings, and I've seen a lot of people almost amazed at the stuff that comes up that they don't realize. They're like, I thought I healed that. Well, sometimes we think we did, but sometimes it's got to go in layers. So, yeah.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you so much, Carmela. Yeah, I love the message. It's very inspiring. It brings some relief and also some maybe invitation to relax, into trust and have faith in our path. And like you said many times, like we try to over control, try to understand things, or maybe we feel frustrated the way things unfold if it's lower than what we expect or things like that. But yeah, when we relax and trust, it's how to say, experience becomes much more fulfilling, much more joyful, and things comes in an easier way after that when we let go. So thank you so much. And yeah, go ahead. You want to say something?
Yes, I want to thank you for having me, and thank you everyone for sharing your energy and time with me. I really appreciate it. And have an amazing day, everyone.
Yeah, beautiful. So yeah, again, so grateful to you, Carmela, for joining us today, for everything you shared with us. And yeah, for being available for one-on-one sessions with our audience. So thank you again. And yeah, everyone, I invite you to sign up for the one-on-one 60 minutes Akashic reading session with Carmela. And the link is yourdivineuniqueness.com/Carmela, yourdivineuniqueness.com/Carmela, Carmela. Or you can click on the special offer button, which is on the live events page, later on the replay page. The link also on YouTube video description and on the chat boxes on Zoom and YouTube. And yeah, so everyone, thank you again for being here with us. Thank you for your presence, your energies, for your comments and questions. And yeah, I send you so much love, and I will see you on the next call. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.